it. So I think it plays right into what you expected. Still a Gauntlet's legend. Wu Shang has been bodying everybody all day. We just saw Spyrox finally go down, but this is going to be a good answer to the double Teros because they have, anytime they get a hit confirm, it's straight to orange or red. Like they do not let you get away. I mean, look at how much damage Pavelski has already taken.
Oh my goodness. And this is what's going to tell us, you know, pretty much off the beginning here, which team is going to be able to maintain control and flow of this battle. And again, I talked about it. Pavelski on the Gauntlet should provide a very strong advantage, but I mean, they're not giving Pavelski any room to even form any sort of combo here.
Yeah, if anything, Pavelski's target #1. It's like, deal with him. Anytime Blasters is out, Braz is going to be annoying, but we'll just smack him away a bit and then double up once again. The neutral lights are going to actually take Pavelski off the side. The weapon toss is going to take out Hysen. Man, I'm going to get these new teams down. I'm going to get them down.
Hysen and Pavelski on the blue, Delta TM on the red. I feel your pain, though, Ajax. Trust me, it's been tough. Thank goodness, though, we're getting phenomenal gameplay regardless of who's playing with who. And the red team at a pretty strong lead right now. Ooh, Pavelski getting jazzy on the spear, though. Loving to see that come out. Oh! Sarah into GCD Sig? That is such high tech because the GCD Sig on Hysen. Oh, whoa. Forget what I'm saying. Double ground pound Delta makes Hysen pay and loses the stock early. And just like that, we are now at 4 stocks to 3 stocks.
I think for Pavelski and Hysen, they kind of just need to take this first game as data because, I mean, they can make a comeback, but TM and Delta are still running hot off of that reverse 3-0. And you can see they still look incredible right now. It took forever to actually take out the stock on Delta in the first place. And Pavelski is in a very scary spot. But it wouldn't be not on Pavelski-esque to go deep off stage to get a really early gimp on one of them on this next stock. So you also have to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's you know, it's kind of crazy. They actually came back so quickly here. Big combo. GC
back into it.
Boom. Just like that, this thing's tied back up. Pavelski and Hysen have entered their flow state, and the combos are rolling out.
Absolutely not. You have to control center stage. Stay far away from Pavelski while he's hanging out over there. And Hysen, these gauntlets have been these blasters have been working so good to line up for the gauntlets, but also just as an interruption tool. They have been able to get a team combo on Pavelski in a little while now.
Yep, and look at the difference though. Look how much space Pavelski finally has. Delta is focusing all their time and energy on Hysen, which is leaving Pavelski in a 1v1 that is confirming so much more damage here. Huge damage, speaking of that, comes out on Hysen. Hysen is able to recover, and it is all going to come down to the last hit right here. Hysen off the edge. Pavelski looking it back. Whoa, a hammer from heaven, knocking it out, and it is now a 2v1.
Pavelski trying to come in. He has the ability to close it out on a recovery if he catches a mistake on one of them. Just coming in, looking for a straight-up recovery right there. You have to watch out as well. There we go. Pavelski gets him.
My goodness.
1v1 situation. Pavelski Delta. Who messes up first? Who gets the stops there? Who gets the sidelight and gets the read into recovery? Pavelski has stage position right now.
And he gets it again.
Pavelski is insane and gets the W. I was sitting there worried that they're about to get stopped. They were getting bodied at the start, but the blue team was able to bring it back together and shut it down.
Man, it's just looking at these replays, the follow-up from the D-Light Sarah to GC Ensig, and then Pavelski not with 1 GC D-Light recovery, but 2 GC D-Light recoveries when the advantage was far away from him. And, you know, pretty much every 2v1 we've seen here, there's pretty much not a chance whatsoever for anyone to come back, but again and again and again, the best of the best in this region show exactly why they are the best of the best.
And this Barraza has really been showing why it came out here in the double Teros. We saw that it was mostly axe start, so we didn't really get to see the interruptions happen. But what happened in those last 2 stocks, Rain? The combos were there, they lined up for Pavelski, and they saved Pavelski a bunch, which is going to frustrate the red team because they can't get anything started.
And you know, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit here. The Pavelski Gauntlets have 100% been the difference in this matchup going against the double Teros. They don't have an answer for it unless they're playing stacked on top of Pavelski.
Oh, and the D-Sig on the Gauntlets is going to take out one. They have an opportunity to close out another. Pavelski going deep. Hysen just missing out.
Wow, great recovery right there from Pavelski.
This could be huge.
Oh, what?
TM, you chose wrong.
What?
You chose wrong.
Look at Delta. I love Delta, bro. You see that? Delta said no.
Said no. I'm going to go over here.
Yeah,
that was on you, bro. That's Pavelski.
Hammer.
Why are you down there with him right now?
Exactly. You know the rules, man. Don't do it. Down goes Hysen Pavelski. Look at this. They still won't. Oh, Hammer dare, though. Dude, I feel that. Dude, I feel that so much. I feel that so much, dude. If you could see like my stat sheet on how many times I've lost to a Hammer dare.
I was gonna say I feel like
sad.
I just heard I felt pain from you on missing out on a rank up from a Hammer dare just now in that.
Yeah, dude. No, my community, they know.
Oh,
Hammer go
wow.
burn. That's for sure. And Teros is pulling out the crazy tech right now. TM and Delta still unable to get. Look at, I don't know if the health bar goes any darker, Ajax. I really don't.
The spirit of Spyrox living on through Pavelski here with these Gauntlet D6 from Wushang have just been so on point.
Oh my goodness. Pavelski! Well, please, somebody. Okay, thank you.
Also, go help Hysen. I know you've been doing
fine,
but Hysen's been over here fighting for his life. He's doing everything he can to get away from all this.
Just blasting away with two giant bulls with hammers just coming at you, reckless swinging. That is tough, and that is a phenomenal gameplay, though, I've got to say, from Pavelski and Hysen coming into this matchup.
Yeah, and the defense, too. They've been dodging around a lot of what... Like, anytime Delta and TM have had a 2v1 situation lined up, they have missed out on any side sigs. They missed out on Hammer and Sig over on the side to get a free gip. But
you see it?
Doable?
Did you see the dare? You see the Hammer dare? Bro, it hurts, bro. I'm telling it's such a good KO confirm option that it's frustrating. If you're not playing it, it's frustrating. Oh, no. 2v1 situation right here.
My God.
TM getting blasted into the GCD sig by Pavelski. And, oh, my good. I don't know if it's possible to even see, like, any type of stat on how long Pavelski stayed alive. Oh, here we go. Okay, look at this. 6-12. Okay, so somewhere between 6 and 5. So pretty much half the match, Pavelski was on their first stock.
Also, there was not a... the accuracy rate of when Pavelski was lining up to follow up on Hysen with the Gauntlet D6, I know we've mentioned this quite a bit, but I think the only one that I saw him miss was when he did the slide cancel one off stage and Delta just got around it. Those D6s were hitting in a lot, and they were constantly, not only did they do a great job separating on the first stock to send them both off, which let them get the free 2v1 on Delta, but in the follow-ups to that, Hysen always lined them up for it. It hasn't been Axe at all. It's all been the blasters setting them up for it over and over again.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, these performances that we've seen thus far have just been absolutely dominating from Pavelski with the phenomenal gameplay all around with the Wushang. But, again, what you talked about with Hysen and the ability to just support Pavelski so well with the blasters, right? Like, that is just... I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, I don't think there's any word that can describe how good Hysen's playing right now.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone is seeing that because it's giving Pavelski the freedom to do what Pavelski does.
Exactly. The Gauntlets have been putting in that work 100%, like you said. But if you aren't supporting your teammate, making them thrive, it's easy to get into really bad spots when you're staring down double Teros. That's what's been the key to success for them in the previous sets. That's how they derailed the previous set. And in a similar situation, they were down 2 games in the previous set.
Yeah.
Is this where things start off for Delta and TM to start to wake up and potentially get themselves back into the set here?
Yeah, well, it's going to have to be.
True.
I mean, it's going to have to be, you
Story
know?
could get built up all we want, but yeah, it's like, you got one more chance.
True. And, you know, I don't like it. I don't like the double Teros. I really don't. Like, I understand why they chose it against Ted and Seven early on, but... And this is not to the detriment of Ted or Seven, but Pavelski and Hysen are much more experienced players.
Yeah, they're also way more mobile with their lineup, too, because that was Orion and Teros. So you could jump the Teros with your 2. Now, they did just get 2 off the start. This is kind of similar to how we saw it happen before. They got a 2-stock lead, and then they held on to it. But can they keep that lead compared to what they were able to do against 7 and 10? That's the key factor here. As we see, Pavelski jump right in. Gonna try and catch him again with the recovery, but he just misses.
Dude, they're going crazy, yo. Like, these combos are so eccentric. And in just the, oh no, Pavelski,
Oh.
bad combo, Pavelski, very, very bad combo right there. I mean, good, technically good, but bad for poor Hysen.
Yeah,
poor Hysen, bro.
Hysen got scooped right into GC NSYNC. Like, oh, thank you, I appreciate you.
Dude.
Luckily, he saved them momentarily, though.
Huge, huge, huge damage lead currently for the red team. TM and Delta, I guess you were right, Ajax. They're digging deep. They're digging deep. They're putting their foot in the ground, and they're not going down without a fight. And you know, this could be a bit of a switch up they needed to get back in this matchup.
I don't remember if it was on Shipwreck Cove when they woke up, too, because I know the set finished out on Mammoths, but
yeah,
it's something about Game 3. It just seems to be working for them as they find another KO off the top. They still have a very large lead here because Hysen is just moments away from losing his.
Uh-oh. And Hysen, exhausting the dodge. Okay, able to make touch, make it back. Pavelski, wonderful support right there with the NSYNC. Almost confirms the KO. Now, this is the interesting thing, right? If Hysen can stay alive right here, I mean, there's still a very strong opportunity for this blue team to win this matchup. So I think it's 100% dependent upon, can Hysen stay alive here?
Okay.
And Hysen continue to supply Hysen. How are you so good?
Game 1, this is exactly what happened. They were behind, and Pavelski was able to get to 2v1 at the end. So if they could get enough damage on, this is still doable. But Hysen, if he gets sneezed on, he's gone.
Dude.
He cannot get hit once.
Man, dude, I need, hashtag BH Esports, I need a photo cropped of Pavelski and Hysen being two best friends. I need it, because it is just incredible. No, don't tell me Pavelski's going to do it again. Okay, big recovery comes out. Still not enough, but the throw all the way from across the map does confirm the KO, Ajax. And we're at 2-1. I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm not confident. I'm not confident in that win at all. I'm really not, because, like, you look at the end of it, they were both pretty much the dark orange.
Yeah. It was tradition at this point, so I've been waiting for one of those deep downtown passes because every single stream, I just tossed the Hail Mary. But that one finally came through. He finally got it lined up just right on target to close it out, and right on cue, the party started. They got game number 3. They were able to rebound. Then up against 7 and Ted, they were looking at a very similar situation. 7 and Ted were getting very rushdown happy. Kind of similar to what we saw here. Does it replicate, though? Because, like you said, this is Pavelski and Hysen. They have the history. They have been here before, and we're seeing Pavelski and Hysen pull out all the stops because the Hattori and the Val have showed up.
Yep, and they're, I love that they counterpicked into Apocalypse. We saw something very similar into, you know, one of our earlier games with the Lance. But now, it's going to be... See, the interesting thing is, like, they're doing this for Hysen to switch on to Hattori. That's why we see Hysen on Hattori now. And it's for the Spear to be able to use Nairs and D-Lights below that. But the thing they must have not thought about is Hammer works really, really good with platforms as well. It's pretty much like a free protection of any Sair or Nair that you want to do. And so as we see this here, it's really not changing anything from the damage output from what we saw in the last game.
Oh my God, Hysen having a hard time landing right now. Pavelski is getting sent off quite a bit too. Lining up, sitting there for Hysen, and then Pavelski trying to catch him, but just misses a quick punish.
Yup. And the combos are starting to roll out a little bit. They may be 2-piece combos, but again, that's kind of all you really need with a Taros, especially when it rotates into a signature
3-piece combo, you're into the red, so last spot you want to be right. I love the validation you're getting off of it.
Oh, man, no, I mean, it's true. It's so true. I mean, dude, you talk to anybody who first plays Brawlhalla, they'll tell you 2 things. They'll say, Scarlet, Taros, Orion, why do they beat me so bad? Well, it's because they have very good signatures, and they do a lot of damage.
All right, well, luckily for the damage that Hysen and Pavelski took in the previous match, it's looking a lot better here so far, because they did lose the stocks first, even though Pavelski has made a trip right into the red as I spoke about it, and it's made a trip off the top of the... Okay, all right, never mind. I am so sorry for talking about the fact that, we're surviving because you disappeared immediately after. Pulled a whole Houdini act on me trying to compliment you.
And, dude, this is starting to get dangerous, man, because they don't have a solution. Pavelski and Hysen have no solution whatsoever for the amount of heavy damage that's coming out. And they switched up to this Hattori to hopefully open up more things for team combos. But again, Hattori only has like 4 defense, right? So Hattori's really good, one of the fast legends in the game, but if you keep getting caught slipping in these signatures, you're going to get eliminated extremely fast. And down goes Pavelski. Now it's 4 stocks to 1 stock.
This is a dominant game for here. The reverse 3-0 looking like it could have the potential to happen. There is not... you were talking about the low defense of Hattori. You're at that spot where even if you do get enough damage on, even if you got around that, straight hit anything was going to take you out. And we're going to go to game number 5. Do we see a repeat? Do we see another reverse 3-0 on the side of TM and Delta, Rain?
I think so. I think the only chance that blue team has right now, this is going to sound very crazy, but hear me out. I want to see Pavelski switch to Jaehyun, and then I want to see them move to like a map like Demon Island. I think they need to go heavy against heavy because clearly right now, it's not working. What we have going on right now, especially with the Val into Hattori, it is not working because TM and Delta have found the download and it is popping off.
It looks actually it was Pavelski who ended up removing Shipwreck Falls as well, so that takes away that flat stage you were looking for. So it's only platforms left available. We got Mammoth, we got Great Hall, or as Blaze would say, King's Hall. And we're gonna go to what Blaze is referred to as King's Hall. Remember to watch that interview; it's very funny.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the same team, but more room to get away from the double Taros. Does it work here? Do they stop the reverse 3-0? Who gets to fight Godly and Swada in the elimination bracket semis? We're going to find out because it is on Pavelski and Hysen right now to stop the bleeding. They have been struggling these past 2 games.
Yep. And, I mean, dude, like, all right, I like this map. I actually really do like this map choice here going into Great Hall. And because it's just there's so much more space, you know? So they can get out of these Taros attacks. But again, I mean, look at Pavelski's health. That's about 5 hits maybe 6, and Pavelski's already in the dark red.
Yeah, very similar situation to the previous game. They have to get the lead first. Like, that's the only thing to say, because for some reason, the red team operates so well to lead because that means you have to approach Taros. And if you have to approach, bad time for you. But they are taking a lot of damage. This is dead even across the board. But Sarah is going to take out Pavelski, though.
You know, still not in too bad of a situation here. Wonderful Sarah from Hysen. Nice. GCD light Sarah from Delta to confirm the KO. And let's see how much extra credit Delta can get. Okay, still enough. I was about to be like, apparently not enough. Okay, well, apparently not enough.
All right, recovery coming in. Exactly, the recovery coming in for Hysen. Purely even right now. I think the wide stage is really helping quite a bit to avoid a lot of the damage they were taking early. So at least they've been able to keep it even though they're still getting hit a lot. Team and Delta are not dropping most of their strengths.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job. Like, they're doing a very, very good job here. And, you know, for a Game 5, right, what else would you expect than for it coming absolutely down to the wire here? So, ultimately, I think it's going to come down to who wants it more.
Exactly.
You know, who wants it more?
Who can control the nerves better? Who's able to keep themselves composed? Hysen trying to chase with recovery on the top of the platform, but actually, we're seeing a slowdown a little here from Delta. And, that... Okay, that would not have been a slowdown.
Yeah,
that would have been a great stock if that connected.
Oh, double N-Light into confirming the KO. TM tried to save Delta with the Sarah, but it was too little too late. And now the stock lead comes out for nobody as it is evened up with that Sarah.
Very
from
even. TM trying to hide and stay on the ground to not get hit by D-Light recovery. Stop coming through and actually interrupting that. D-Light recovery is going to not take it off the top yet. Just avoiding and getting back down to the ground. And Delta hovering around Hysen to make sure they can't 2v1.
Oh, dude, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous for TM right now because if TM gets the stock eliminated, it opens up, again, that huge opportunity for that 2v1 into Delta. And going against the Hattori and Val and 2v1 combos, it's so, look at them. Here they go. Here they go.
There it is.
They're about to go all in on it. Yep. Rotating into the sky. Pavelski goes for the read, unable to get it. Great evasion from Delta. And just like that, we're right back in it.
And likewise, as well as Pavelski avoiding getting punished because Pavelski, deep in the red here too, cannot get hit on the side. Avoids the stop, but gets sent to the skies, but still not enough. Pavelski goes down.
Tough.
One stock apiece, Rain.
Tough. Yeah, dude, if they can just lock in on Delta here, again, right, like the damage deficit that currently the red team's at really doesn't mean anything because they're playing Taros and about 3 or 4 hits they'll be tied. I mean, look at that. That's 3 hits uncontested and we're about tied up. And the combos are flying though. Whoa,
Pavelski already
happening?
in the orange, but both of the red team in the red. Right now, Delta and TM cannot afford to make mistakes. They're forcing a lot of 2v1s right now. Delta whips in front of him, but he doesn't go down.
Not enough, no way! No way! Oh, recovery! Wait, no, not enough either! I mean, they're literally all one hit away. Huge desync comes out. Yeah, it's coming down to the
still
wire.
Unarmed too. Hysen is completely unarmed, cannot afford to box, but finally gets access to the spear. Weapon coming through. This is still Teros, though. Both of the blue team are one mistake away. It misses on the recovery hit. Cider is going to take him out, and they stop the reverse 3-0. They shut down TM and Delta, and it's going to be Hysen and Pavelski moving forward to take on Godly and Swada.
Oh, dude, watch this right here. See that weapon throw from TM is why they just lost that match. The weapon throw, Pavelski reacting, and then throwing the gauntlets to capitalize, confirm the KO. Oh, dude. I'm not even playing, and I'm sad. That was, I mean, okay, two sides of every story. That was sad if I am TM. If I'm Pavelski, I feel like an absolute genius.
And if you are a Pavelski enjoyer, you're pretty happy because that was awesome.